It's Monday. It's 15:09 p.m. It is afternoon time. And of course, the brightness on my phone just went down. Bitch. Whatever. Anyway, this is a TV show review for Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 2. So I rewatched it this morning. Well, this morning. Last night into this morning. And I got more thoughts down. Originally, I have a fuck ton of paragraphs. And, I've jotted shit down as I watched it. Now I'm going to give my full review on that. Because I meant to do it the day it came out, but I was like, nah, let me rewatch it again because I want to get everything out. So, I got spoilers and shit, so if you don't want spoilers, I suggest you go away. So, damn, Skeletor killed the Sorceress and turned Evelyn into the new Sorceress of Grayskull, and her outfit looks rad. It really does. I'm excited to see that become a figure. And other shit as well as I get further into the paragraphs. Teela healed Adam. Skeletor's design is pretty badass, and his demeanor is truly vilifying. Yeah, it really fucking is. Oh my god. Fisto wants to fist Skeletor. I'd like to fist him. And there's plenty of porn for that. Although me, personally, I prefer He-Man skull fucking him. Yeah, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know exactly where to find that shit. If you don't, go watch Robot Chicken, He-Man. You'll see what I'm talking about. Skeletor turning everyone into an army of the dead is pretty brilliant and dark. Damn, Clamp Champ and Fisto are dead. Man, that was a bummer. They were wasted. Oh well. This is going to be a harrowing season. Yeah, really, it is. Damn, holy fuck. Adam can wield the power of Grayskull without the sword. Wicked fresh, definitely. I did not expect that. That was an interesting take. I thought 2002 He-Man was OP, but this takes it to a whole new level. Yeah. If you have seen He-Man 2002, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I suggest you go rewatch it. It's on YouTube right now. And I know the show is supposed to follow and wrap up events from the 80s show, but Kevin really took cues from 2002 He-Man and other shit as well that I'll explain. Where the fuck am I? Teela, Cringer, Andra, and Savage He-Man find Point Dread and return to power after King Randor hugged him, telling him that he loved him and was proud of him. I wish I heard that shit more often. Yeah. That's the two things I never hear out of anyone except my girlfriend. That's it. Is that I love you and I'm proud of you. I always hear that out of her. I never hear it out of anybody else. And sometimes that shit is really hard to accept because all the abuse I've suffered over the years. Beastman trying to convince Lynn that she should lead makes sense. Yeah, I really wish she would have led more. Definitely. She's always used by Skeletor and would make a better leader. Facts. Kings should always learn from their mistakes. How very true that is. If they did, history would have changed course for the better, maybe. I always wonder about that kind of shit. Like what would happen if people actually owned up to their shit and didn't do so much wickedness and you got through it, What else? Randor makes Andra lieutenant in his royal guard. Man-at-Arms speaking validity to Lynn shows how bad gaslighting takes a toll on someone. Yeah, definitely. That whole exchange between the two, there were a lot of good exchanges in this season. I love that. It's so beautiful. Skeletor and Lynn discovering the celestial apex, but her knowing what the void holds is stark and bleak. Oh yeah, definitely. Lynn's backstory was vicious, but definitely the seed of her Stockholm Syndrome to Skeletor. Yeah. Lynn fake seducing Skeletor to claim the sword for her own was epic. Now she's buff and tough and killed everyone in heaven. Yeah, her backstory. Oh, that was a beautiful backstory. Oh my god. And then her transformation to Darkland. Ooh, baby, I love that. Sexy. Skeletor joining forces with Adam to stop Lynn is funny and cool. Well, don't just stand there, you royal boob. Let me in. Can't believe they said boob. That's so sexist. I'm gonna have to cancel Kevin Smith. Fucking retarded. I absolutely love Lynn's new design. Yes, especially the cloak. The interior of her cloak has the universe inside. That's beautiful. I love that shit. Lynn seeing the death of a god in the beginning was truly spellbinding. Yeah. Damn, Lynn killed Pantor. That sucked. Man at Arms and Randor reconciling with their loved ones is beautiful. Yeah. Sorceress revealing to Tila the depressive, isolationist temperament that took her to leave all behind really shows that Tila isn't ready for that kind of commitment while her mother was. Yeah. That was rough. Woo! Scare Glow leads the armies of darkness against the armies of Eternia. I'm coming back to that later. That was some cool shit. Beastman giving into his primal side for Darkland shows his true devotion to her. Yeah. If you watch the exchange between the two of them when he transforms, like you see her like and then do it. I kind of hope they release it as a 2-pack where she's riding him. Pun intended. But yeah, him in full beast form, pretty dope. I kind of hope we get a figure of that, but I don't know. Um, oh snap! Adam got the sword back and Orko returned. Yeah, I did. I covered part 1 and all that shit, so you know what to check out if you want to watch that video. Nice. Tila's the new sorceress. Yeah, her design's pretty cool. I like it. It's more, I guess, streamlined, I guess. I do love the Celestial Apex. The skyline is gorgeous. He-Man cutting down the Shadow Army is such a homage to Thundercats. Yeah, it really is. So hope Kevin Smith makes that into a series. Yeah. When He-Man's cutting down the Shadow Army, it's a total homage to the Thundercats opening. I love that. I totally recognize that shit. Like, Thundercats. Oh, man. If he did bring Thundercats back to life, that would be cool. Like, if he continued the 2011 series, that'd be really nice. That was a good fucking series. Highly underrated. Wow. Lynn saved Orko. Cool. Andra's the new Man-at-Arms. I like how they kept that straight title, like Man-at-Arms. That's cool. I do miss Tila's old haircut. Yeah, I'm not a fan of her with long hair again. I like the shaved side better. Whoa, Motherboard is part of Hordak? That was crazy. Still crazy watching that second time. Love Motherboard's design too. Damn shame Baseman died as well. I'm truly loving the 5-episode format. It's not overwhelming and lets you absorb the show. Yeah, most shows when they release shit, they give you let me see here. 10 to the standard season format is 10 to what, 22, 27? Yeah. Back then it was 22 to 27. Fucking X-Files. And Supernatural, but X-Files and all that jazz. But yeah, this 5-episode shit is nice because it helps. Like, for me personally, like, I do feel kind of overwhelmed by multiple episodes because there's a lot to pay attention to. Whereas with 5 episodes, there's shit that's it's easy to remember and it doesn't overwhelm my autistic sense, which is nice. Though I do wonder, with peace restored, does that mean Fisto and Clamp Champ are back as well as Paternia? That's a good fucking question. I am anxious for the fallout from all this shit. Yeah, I definitely want a part 3. I love how Kevin Smith put the focus on the secondary characters versus He-Man. After all, the title is Masters of the Universe, not He-Man. A lot of people were pissed about that shit, and I think it's so fucking funny. It's so petty. It's the pettiest shit fans can ever be. It's not about He-Man. It's not your era anymore, dum-dums. Uh, I do remember Kevin saying he was going to explore how tech and magic exist in part 2. I guess he forgot about that, or he's saving that for next season. Yeah, that really bugs me. That actually kind of like irked me this season, because I was like, where is the tech and magic explanation? Because he did say that. I've read that in, it was either an article, it was an article. Yeah. I forget which article it was from. But yeah, he said he was going to explore that in part 2. Oh, wow. I'm not holding a grudge against it. I was like, damn, maybe next time. I am excited to learn. I am excited to learn about that angle. Yes, for sure. Definitely excited for the new figures coming out too. I do wonder where Lynn is going to after this, since she's given up her staff. And I got more on that later. Lynn was definitely the MVP this season. I wish Savage He-Man would have been used more, and the violence had been more brutal. Definitely. Like, it's TVPG for fear and gore. What much gore? Like, me, I'm used to gore. I'm like, yeah, rip their fucking head off. Rip their arm off, all that shit. I'm like, damn, that's what I want. But no, we had just a little bit of blood and shit. Would have been cool to see Skeletor and Lynn fucking, or even Beastman and Lynn. Definitely. I mean, it's 2021. I want to see some characters fucking. I'd like to see more revelations about everyone else's origins next season. Yeah, that especially towards the denizens of Eternia and what they can do and whatnot. The titles for each episode are very deep and feel like an 80s aesthetic. Yeah, they really do. Oh my god. I do love the opening sequence because it uses original art from the art book for He-Man. A book which is on my channel. The 50-minute book. God, man. Fuck. Ugh. Yeah, I covered the art of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. 50 fucking minutes. My head. Why didn't I break it up in 2 vids? I thought about it. I was like, I'll get it done in 1 vid. I did. Ooh, that upload took forever. Skeletor's monologue is fucking stellar. I also noticed how Kevin made this unfold like a comic book, too, given Moto is under DC's banner. Yeah, Masters is under DC's banner. And I didn't even know that until, I think when I read the art book and then when I looked at other stuff. Skeletor brings up a valid point in how Adam could have used the power to take his soul but didn't. Skeletor giving the rundown on the powers is something to really consider and remember when rewatching this, and She-Ra. Yeah. Like, Skeletor gives the rundown on all them powers that he has at his disposal, doesn't use them. But it's something to consider when you rewatch Revelation and She-Ra. Why She-Ra? Because if you apply the same shit to She-Ra, now you know how strong She-Ra can be without the sword. That'd be fucking wild to see. Oh, man. Oof. Fucking savage She-Ra. I would love to see that shit go down. Oh, man. Brutal. And speaking of, powers unbound, going back to Wonder Woman Dead Earth for a second. Diana didn't have her bracelets, and she was literally unbound by her power, and woo, wild. I think Kevin also followed the recipe from DC versus Masters crossover too. Yeah, definitely. The animation wise, definitely matches up to it. I do wonder how many other times former users have called down the power without the sword. Yeah, they didn't even explain any of that. Wish there was more about Point Dread. Something else I wanted to know about. I do wish King Randor had been killed. It would have been interesting. It would have been an interesting plot twist and development in Adam. Oh yeah, definitely. Like I saw, I was like, man, he's gonna smash his fucking dad to bits. Oh man. I was like, oh, it's coming. He's gonna smash his dad to fucking mush. Oh man, that would have been dark as hell. Ooh, going back to 2002 He-Man. The Beefcake Hero concept was so played out while also lacking true developmental evolution. Yeah, I mentioned that in my review. I like that concept, but man, it gets so boring after a while. It's always the same shit, literally. I really like how the evolution in this is much more grounded. Yeah, like it focuses on everybody, which is good. Evil Lynn's right. We're all alone until we find Kismet, Nimbus, and others so we don't feel alone anymore. Yeah, she's right. It's true. It's amazing to me that Lynn spent 20 years in the sewers without any interaction aside from Skeletor rescuing her. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's crazy. 2 decades in the sewers with the rats. That's fucked up. I also noticed when Skeletor saved Lynn, he was wearing Hordak's sigil. Yeah. Anxious to see him come back. Oh yeah, anxious to see him come back. He was badass as fuck in She-Ra and Voltron Legendary Defender. Definitely. Uh, Chaos in a Void makes a lot of sense, honestly. Whether you believe in religious storybooks or whatever, our existence is mired by chaotic design. Everything comes from pain, just about. Yeah, literally. I do like the exploration. I do like the Jesus fucking Christ, it's a goddamn word. Exploration. There we go. Of Castle Grayskull, too. Can't get my fucking words out today. Wouldn't mind knowing more about Zor, too. Yeah. Sorceress. Almost says Sorceress Teal. Sorceress asking Teela to give up her life for the power is similar to Aang's lessons with Guru Pathic. Yeah, I missed that the first time around. I didn't realize that the first time through. Yeah. I totally just like, wow, okay. I like that though, because I remember the chakra episode. That was beautiful. Evelyn goes to Trolla. I guess to study with Orko, possibly. Yeah, I didn't know where she went. So, now I know. Because I had to actually look that shit up. Definitely want figures of Motherboard and Darklyn. Definitely, yeah, Darklyn and Sorceress. I want all three of them. I still got to get Evelyn's figure. Maybe Beastman, too. Tony Todd was straight badass in the finale. Oh, yes. Oh, he was so badass. Whew. God, him coming out of the ground, that was beautiful. Oh. The casting was on point despite how diehard fans feel. Looking at you, diehard fans. If all you've heard is the series has no story, SJW, and woke, might want to make a decision for yourself for a change. Just saying. That also goes for Rotten Tomatoes fanatics. Go to Rotten Fruits. It's a better site. It does have that predictable 80s feel, but the deep layers make it feel like something fresh. Yeah. Like, you can tell it's got predictability everywhere, but that's the surface. When you look at the bottom layers where it goes deep into introspection, retrospection, and themes and all that, and maturity and dark, yeah, you get a lot more. Powerhouse Animation is damn good at bringing Moto to life. Oh, yeah. I like Powerhouse Animation. The writers and directors were great, not just Kevin Smith himself. Yeah. People, and this goes for Star Wars fans the most, with Dave Filoni. And Clone Wars and shit and Bad Batch, all that. Oh god, I'm so fucking stupid and retarded. Like Dave Filoni's the greatest writer ever, and it's for every episode that has come out of Bad Batch. No, he didn't work on every fucking episode. There are other writers and directors that are involved in this shit. People tend to forget. People forget that because they'll see the singular vision. They'll be like, oh, George Lucas did this. Oh, Dave Filoni did this. And they're like, oh, Kevin Smith did all this. And then they don't give any fucking credit to the other writers and directors who were hired to help with this shit. I noticed Tim Sheridan was part of this show. I like Tim Sheridan's work. He worked on some of the DC animated flicks. I forget which ones, but yeah, he's done a lot of good work, and I liked it. It was good. It was great shit. And I probably recognize the writers. I just don't, I don't have, face to name. I just, name to work, basically. So overall, solid 8 out of 10. It's good. I want to give it an 11, but there's so much shit missing in terms of, like, what's Point Dread about? What all does Point Dread have? Just, lack of explanation about the tech and magic coexistence. And some other shit. But if Kevin Smith is doing what I think he's doing with the show, and that is breaking it down over 5 episode formats and giving you the whole scope of it in that manner, then okay, that's going to make the show an 11 out of 10 for me. That's good shit. If he's doing it that way, but if he's not, and it's just, we're getting part 1 and part 2 and that's it, well, then I guess the show itself would be a solid 9 for me. Like, it's really fucking good. I did enjoy it. I had a great time in watching it. I'll probably rewatch it back eventually and do another review on it as a revisited deal. I don't know. I'm very surprised how good this show was. Like, wow. And that the core focus wasn't on He-Man. It was on everybody else. And He-Man came second, which is smart. That's good writing. I know a lot of people won't feel that way, but, if you do feel that way, cool. We have a shared idea. But yeah, like, I enjoyed this. This was good stuff. I was very surprised. Because I wanted to know how the hell it ended, and I knew it was coming out later this year. I just didn't know when. So yeah, that's how I feel about Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 2. Would I change anything? Not really. I can't really think of anything I want to change. But like I said, if he's going for the explanation over multiple episodes, cool. That's smart. That's smart writing. Because if you try to cram everything into one fucking season sometimes, it don't pan out too well. And you need to explain it over multiple seasons, which is smart. But sometimes the multiple seasons can get carried away looking at you, Supernatural, with the fucking angel angle. God damn. I still haven't finished that fucking show. So, if you don't like the cast, crew, directors, writers, creator, not for you. If you enjoyed all that shit, you'll definitely have a good time enjoying this. Like me, I go into a show with no expectations. Honestly, I really do. It's the fucking truth. I don't have any expectations for show. I'm just like, oh, okay. I go by what the posters have been put out and the trailers. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I know what sort to expect when I go into this, or what may or may not happen. I don't know. But I'm just excited to see what the fuck goes down. It's always fun like that. So, if you need to worship a website that tells you how to formulate your own opinion based on percentages, might need help. Just saying. if you buy into the whole bandwagon mob theory of it's a ripoff, it's bullshit, it's garbage, blah, 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 well, this ain't for you. But if you don't buy into any of that bullshit, it's definitely for you. Also, I found a better website than Rotten Tomatoes for scores. It's called Rotted Meat. No, not Rotted Meat, Fresh Meat. Freshmeat.com. And they score stuff by meat. So for me, I found it on there, and it is 100% juicy teriyaki. Baby. Teriyaki. It's 100% teriyaki marinated sirloin juicy. But it was Halloween just a few weeks ago, so it's 100% teriyaki marinated brains. So, yeah. If you're a diehard He-Man fan from the 80s and you enjoyed this, cool. If you are a diehard fan, didn't enjoy this, I get it. I understand. You know, it's not what you expected, and, you know, you shouldn't expect a whole lot, honestly. That's the problem. People set these high expectations when they're not met, they turn toxic. It's the truth. Like, seriously, here's a good example. And then I'm going to end the video. You watch something, you watch a saga of whatever, they do a remake or a reboot, and you're like, oh, they're going to do this and do that. Subconsciously, that's how you think. And subconsciously, you think that's how the creators, writers, and directors are going to think. And then when you see the final product and it doesn't match what you thought subconsciously, you get pissy and toxic, and then you go after it, and you get mad, and you're upset, and you don't understand why they couldn't think like you do. Because they're not thinking like you do. They're not sitting on their asses reading every dumbass tweet you put out, or every blog you put out, or every video you put out bashing the hell out of it. They don't care about you or me. That's one. That's how they feel, literally. So, yeah. Just take it with a grain of salt and chill and watch it. Enjoy it for what it is. A good cartoon. So, I'm gonna get off here, upload this motherfucker, and just chill. Honestly, I'm just gonna relax. Actually, I got Extreme Ghostbusters to watch. So, yeah, I'll probably watch that. Well, actually, I have a library haul video to show you, so then I'll go do my other shit. So, next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.